Hello everybody, welcome to Soft Spoken Scientist. Thank you guys for coming back to my channel, and if you're new, hi. In this video we are gonna talk about counting protons, neutrons, and electrons, and I'm the Soft Spoken Scientist ready to go. So let's get started. So protons, neutrons, electrons, the big three. What are these really? These are just particles. That's it. So protons are always positively charged. P for P, right? Proton positive, okay? They're positively charged. They're found in the nucleus. They define the element. Neutrons are, they have no charge at all. They're also found in the nucleus. They affect the mass, not the identity. Electrons are negatively charged. So neutrons are, there's no charge, they're just neutral, right? Electrons are negatively charged. They're outside the nucleus, and they change when atoms become ions, okay? On exams, protons almost never change. Electrons change all the time. So here's the three numbers you must know. Atomic number is Z, and the atomic number, okay, equals number of protons, and it's found on the periodic table. The mass number is protons plus neutrons, often given in the question. The charge tells you how much electrons were gained or lost, okay? So again, protons, your atomic number, neutrons is the mass number minus atomic number. Electrons, they can either be neutral, which is the same as protons, but if they're positively charged, you're not going to add, you're going to subtract, believe it or not. And if it's negatively charged, believe it or not, you're going to add. Opposites of what your brain would be telling you. Again, atomic number tells me protons. Mass number helps me find neutrons. Charge tells me electrons. Let's get started on a practice problem, you guys. How many protons, neutrons, and electrons are in a neutral atom of sodium? And they told us 23. So let's talk about it. Sodium on the periodic table is known as Na. The atomic number, according to the periodic table, is 11, right? So if this is the atomic number 11, what does that mean for protons? That it's also 11, because the atomic number is the protons. They told me 23. When they told me that, that means the mass number, right? And what do we know about the mass number? Mass number is made up of protons plus neutrons. So mass number equals protons plus neutrons. So a mass number of 23 and then equals a proton of how much do we have in protons? We said 11. 11 plus n. Let's have minus 11 on both sides, because I don't want to know what 11 plus n is. I want to know what n is. So I have n equals 3 minus 1 of 2. 2 minus 1, 1. So n equals 12. So neutrons is 12. Okay. Electrons. I know electrons, I have no charge. So I know electrons, according to my formula, equals protons. And what we just said, protons is 11. So 11 is the proton. 11 is also the electron. So let's look at it. So 11 is proton, 11 is electron, 12 is for neutrons. Pen, I just noticed that. Okay, good job. Let's try a different one that's a little harder. How many protons, neutrons, and electrons are in Mg2 plus with a mass number of 24? Okay, so step by step, magnesium, okay, on a periodic table is known as Mg. And it told me the periodic table, please have yours out, you guys, that the atomic number is 12, right? So protons equals the atomic number. So P equals 12. Now, I suggest you go over it like P and E. That's like the order I would suggest, because they lead and rely on one another. So P equals 12. And then I'm given a mass number of 24. And I was also told that my protons is 12. I know P plus N equals mass number. I'm going to minus 12 on both sides. So I got N all by itself equals 12. Because 24 minus 12 is 12. So N equals 12. And then electrons. They said that, I see a 2 plus right there. Y'all see that? when you have a positively charged, it's the opposite. You get to minus it by the number here. So I'm going to take the 12, which is the atomic number, or protons, either one. 12 minus 2 equals 10. So electrons equals 10. You see, that's the magic. When they give you plus 3, you're really going to, if they said mg plus 3, that's not really a thing, but if they did, whatever element, I don't really know on top of my head. If it's plus 3, you're going to minus it by 3. All right? Determine the, or let me give you one more. If they said, I don't know, mg minus 3, you're going to take the atomic number of 12, and you're going to say plus 3. Do not just say, oh, minus 3. No. Be really careful. It's plus 3. Okay. So be selective. So electrons would be what? 10. Yeah. Positive charge means electrons were lost. Never subtract protons. Ever. Okay. So determine the number of subatomic particles in O2 minus with a mass number of 16. I'm looking at the periodic table for oxygen, and the atomic number, let's see what it says. It says 8. So you know what that means? Protons is 8. And then I'm given a mass number of 16. I know the mass number is equal to protons plus neutrons. So 16 equals 8 plus what? 8 plus what gets me to 16? 8, right? So neutrons is 8. We're 2/3 done. Look at that. And I got a -2 charge. So I'm going to do the opposite because that's how science is. And I'm going to say, oh, wow, I gained 2 electrons. So I'm going to take the atomic number of 8, or the protons. So P plus 2, which is 8 plus 2, which is 10. So electrons equals 10. So let's talk a little bit about isotopes. Isotopes are atoms of the same element with different numbers of neutrons. Same protons, same electrons of neutral, different mass number. Okay, let's check this one out. Carbon-14 is radioactive. How many protons, neutrons, and electrons does it have? So carbon, right? I look at my periodic table. The atomic number is 6, which means protons is 6. I'm given a mass number of 14. Okay. What's the formula for mass number, y'all? Protons plus neutrons. So I'm going to say 14 equals 6 plus n. N plus what gives me 14? 8, right? Or you just minus 6 on both sides. Either way, you're going to get 8. So 8 equals the neutrons. And it is neutral. So electrons equals protons. What's my protons? 6. So electrons is 6. Proton is 6. Neutrons are 8. Okay? That's how you would do that one. All right. If you memorize these rules, you will never miss these questions. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. It does mean everything to me. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more stuff I got for y'all. And know that, everybody belongs in STEM, especially you.